Hey, hi everyone. Hi, this is Kevin from thehungryagents.com. Today we're not going to be talking about food. We're going to talk about this project called JadeScape. This JadeScape is located at Shunfu, right? That's like Upper Thomson, Bishan area. In fact, this project has been in the news. It has been on preview. They have a very huge, beautiful sales gallery that is located right next to Bishan MRT. So preview has been going on. I think one of the news article actually talk about a lot of people actually going to the show fair on the first preview weekend. So you can see like there's a lot of interest in this project in this area, right? And what's gonna happen is tomorrow will be actually the last day of preview. Thereafter, they will actually cut off the so-called the check submission, right? And the actual launch is targeted to be on the 22nd of September, right? So a few days from now. So what happens is during this preview period, if you guys are not new to this game, right? So if you are interested, what happens is you put in a check to so-called register your interest, right? And on the 22nd, which is the day of launch, you or your representative that you authorize will have to be present. And then most of the time, the mode of sales will be via balloting, right? So if you have put in a check, they would ballot. Then if you're lucky, you get caught early, then you will be able to choose the unit of your choice, right? But if you get your number and you decide that you don't have a unit that you like, or the prices, the exact real prices that came out are not something that is not something that you expected, then you can also not proceed with the purchase as well, right? So generally that's how it works, right? Okay, let me just do a quick overview of JadeScape, and then the purpose of this video is just want to share a bit more about the site map and the floor plans, and then so if you are looking to get a unit this coming weekend, then hopefully these personal insights will be able to help you with your choice of your units, right? So JadeScape, right, that's where it is. The actual sales gallery is not on site, it's actually at Bishan MRT, right? So probably tomorrow is the last day. Maybe in some cases they might extend 1 or 2 days, I don't know, right? So the actual site is at Shunfu Road there. So formerly it was Shunfu View, so it kind of like got on block, and then now if you go there, there's holding up, they're tearing it down. um, it's a rather huge piece of land, right? Maybe this will give you a better, if you just look at this map here. I think one of the most important thing that we are happy to know is the fact that this is about 250 minutes, 3 minutes walk to the nearest Marymount MRT, which is on the Circle Line. So I feel that this very accessible Circle Line. So you can either take a couple of stops to Bishan and change to the North South Line, or you can go further some more to Serangoon, and then you hit the Purple Line, which is North East Line. Uh, or even to Paya Lebar, right? So definitely this plus point for the residents around this area. And then in time to come, there will also be the Upper Thomson MRT, which is the brown line. We call it the Upper East Coast MRT line. So that's slightly a bit further away. That's about 8 minutes walk, which is still bearable. But this is good. All right. And MRT is underground, so you don't actually get noise or from the track running past you. Looking a general look at the surrounding. On one side, you have these existing HDB blocks around here, right? Let me see. Maybe I should zoom in a bit more. All right. Okay. Hopefully it's clearer. So these are some existing HDB blocks, and then these are some of the condos, and then over here these are some light industrial buildings, right? This is where Raffles Institution is, RI. Other than that, generally you're surrounded by landed estate, which should be a good thing, because that means that in general, this area at least is not exactly a very high density area. So you don't have like a lot of condos, a lot of high rise that will probably make the place a bit more congested than usual. And if you are still a lover of our local hawker culture, then there's a market over here. There's a hawker center, so it's a lot of stuff here, and then you have your Thomson Plaza, etc., etc. And one of the selling points they always like to talk about for this project is the fact that it's actually surrounded by a lot of green lungs, a green catchment area. So one of it, which is the Manchu Reservoir, or alternatively, out of this map, you go further down, then that's where the Bishan Ang Mo Kio Park is as well. There's another popular area for people to hang out with their families over the weekend, or bring their pet dog for a stroll. Right, so yep, this is where the area is, and Bishan is kind of like more or less in the center of Singapore. So once you turn out from the project next time onto Marymount Road, you can either hit the city or even to the PIE via the Leonie Viaduct pretty quickly. So for drivers staying around Toa Payoh Bishan, it has always been very, very accessible, right? So okay, yeah, this is just a quick one, right? There's gonna be a total of 1,206 units, right, that they're gonna build on this huge plot of land, and there will be 6 retail shops inside to serve the to serve the community inside, right? Expected vacant possession is 2023, right? So about now we are coming to the end of 2018, so we're talking about 4 years, 3 to 4 years construction period, right? Okay, so this is actually the main section that I want to cover. So as you can see here, this is the entire site map of the project, right? It's more or less like some sort of a triangle area. Okay, this is these are all the landed estate here, right? And then if you look to your right, this is the main Marymount Road, which is heading towards the Bishan Ang Mo Kio direction, right? Upwards, and downwards is towards Toa Payoh. So on this side, this is the Shunfu Road, which is a small dual carriage way, right? Small lane. So usually, unless for people who are heading back home to the landed estate, down, or maybe cutting through to to the HDBs that are staying around here, or cutting through to the landed estate, right? So you don't actually, this road doesn't really get very busy. The busy road is the main Marymount Road, because that's a main carriageway, right? And the entrance would be from here. Okay, so this is a grand drop off, and you realize that there's a lot of facilities in this project. There's like, I think, up to 96. So I won't be going through all of them. But the point here is there are a lot of pockets of open space in this entire huge plot of land, right? This is a 50-meter lap pool. There's another pool. I guess these are all the jacuzzi, play pool, clubhouse, etc., etc. There's a lot of side gates also. There's a bus stop here, which is on the direction to Bishan, right? Alternatively, if you are walking to MRT, I guess you can either come out of this side gate or from the main entrance, right? And then there's another side gate here that brings you to the Shunfu Mart, which is like a convenience store of some sort. Right. Another thing that people like to ask about, so this is the substations over here, right? And the so-called the bin center is actually over here, right? But notice that they say that it's at the basement, so hopefully it doesn't really affect the units over here, right? So there are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks, up to 23-story highs, right? Each block you can see there's either some of it has 6 units, some of it 8, right? First look, the premium blocks would be 10 and 12, right? Because you realize this is where the 4 and the 5 bathers are, and generally, we associate the premium block with the blocks that have a larger unit and lesser density. And they actually also have this Sky Garden, which is only available at block 10, block 12. So the Sky Garden is actually on these two, so you can actually go up. There's an observation deck. I think you can book it for your private function or something, right? Okay, so for JadeScape, you have starting from 1 bedroom to 5 bedrooms, right? So you have a choice, and you have your penthouses as well, right? So for the 1 bedroom, each type, actually for each type, there's also quite a number of configurations, right? That you can take note of, or you can choose, right? So for example, the 1 bedroom, they have the this picture that you see is taken from the show fair, right? Into the show fair, it looks exactly the same. So I suppose it's taken from there, right? So the 1 bedroom, they have this gold standard unit, and then it's actually I think it's decent size. It's 527 square feet, and the layout is also very efficient layout. I like it, squarish. Comes in a simple kitchen cabinet, and then you have the bathroom I saw was very very spacious, and I think they have a lot of design that are elderly friendly, right? So they have that's why they need a bit more space in the bathroom for the elderly to maneuver if they are on wheelchairs, right? So that's how it is. And the master bedroom, good size master bedroom with the balcony and living, these are like standard. But the fact that it's all squarish, and then they even have a provision for ramp up from the entrance, right? So definitely they are making this with the elderly in mind, right? Ramps at entrance and balcony. Yeah, that's something that I cannot share with you in this video. But if you have chance to go to a show fair, you realize that there's a lot of hydraulic system being employed in the kitchen, so you can actually pull down the racks and all these things. These are small tiny details that eventually, when you are a real user of the property day in day out, you will definitely be appreciative of these conveniences that the behind all this thought process that the developer has put into to create all these conveniences for you, or I mean, in some cases you are renting it out for your tenants. Okay, so for the 1 bedrooms, later I'll just zoom back in the map. For this particular 1 bedroom, it's only available at block 2, so you can see there's only these few units that are being highlighted here, right? So there's the other normal, 1 bedroom type, which is the type A. Again, it's the 527. Okay, and then we talk about the 2 bedroom. 2 bedrooms, there are also several configurations. You have your basic entry model, which is at 646 square feet, available at block 6 and block 8. I'll show you shortly. Alright, it's a bit small. Okay, back to this 1 bedroom. So just now there was a golden standard, so they have kind of like some provision for the elderly. But if not, then the normal 1 bedroom, which is this type A 527, then you can see here there's about 3 stacks in these 2 blocks, and then 1 stack each in block 10 and block 12. But all of them are facing the south. Okay, what another interesting thing about this project, which I forget to mention, if you look at the site map, and all they have designed, alright, which I guess all of us like it. All these blocks are north south facing. So yeah, literally you cannot complain saying that your unit is west facing. But of course, no matter what, during some part of the year, you will definitely get some west sun, because you know that the sun actually does not directly comes in from direct west, so it can come in from an angle. So north, south, so the units on this side will actually get more of the morning sun, these walls, and this side would be the west sun on this direction. But it is a trade-off, which I'll explain why later. We just look at the floor plan first, then I'll go back to the site map. Right, so if you are looking at the 2 bedrooms, alright, this is how the 2 bedrooms will look like. This type B1 646. Come in, again, open kitchenette. Alright, you realize they have provision for your washing machine and all these things. Dining, 4-seater, your living, and then it's all tucked in to one side the bedroom. Okay, and there's only 1 bathroom for this configuration. Okay, so which is the toilet that is over here. So something for you to take note. I think it's getting common nowadays. Two bedrooms, they always have a 2 bed 1 bath configuration because of size constraint and also to keep the entire purchase price manageable for a lot of people who still requires a 2 bedroom. I mean, still, if you are like just 2 person or 3 person staying, I think it's still okay, you know. Right, for the 2 bedrooms, for this type B1, you can see that it's actually available at block 6 and 8 as mentioned. They are in the center. Alright, so there's only 4 stacks. So 2 units on block 8 and 2 units on block 6. Uh, so block 6 actually, these 2 units will actually have the pool facing. Right, I'll show you shortly. Okay, then if you find that you need 2 bathroom, then you have to go for the 2 bedroom deluxe, which is right here. Right, almost more or less the same, just that you realize that now for the additional space, 646 versus 6764, you have extra. I guess every bit of it also is slightly larger, but most importantly, the obvious difference is this bathroom, second bathroom that they have, right? Yeah. So if you need 2 bathroom, right, then you have to go for the 646, 764, sorry, 764. And the best part is, in fact, for this configuration, the developer has made available a lot more units. So you can see here, there's something at block 8, block 6, block 10. In fact, every single block, as long as you're looking for this, they do have available. Right, I think when it comes to the choices of views and all these things, then if you are okay with this size, then you get a lot more, right? But definitely in terms of the attractiveness of price, in terms of the total price, then that would be the two bed 1 bath, because it's like 100, almost 100 square feet smaller, so that does make a lot of difference in terms of the final price. Right. Last but not least, you have your 2 bedroom premium. Okay, let's just see what's the difference over here. Okay, the 2 bedroom premium, you don't have a lot. It's only available at block 2, so there's only 2 stacks. So assuming it's 23 levels, so I mean just averagely it's 23 levels, so it's only about 46 units. Okay, let's just maybe just do a quick comparison. Where's the difference? Well, one first thing that comes to my attention is notice how the previous 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms are all open kitchenette. So in this case, for the premium, you have a proper enclosed kitchen. So that might be important to some, right? Especially families who or you're someone who loves to spend a lot of time in the kitchen cooking up a storm, then it's good to have an enclosed kitchen. Other than that, pretty much the same if you ask me. Right, I can't really see any significant difference. Maybe small differences of sizes here and there. Right, same thing, 2 bathroom. Yeah, so the obvious difference is the fact that if you want a proper kitchen, then go for the premium. But yes, as I mentioned, the premium, there's only 2 stacks available at block 2. Yeah, we'll probably have to see the price also. Okay, so moving on, 3 bedrooms, again, there are a few configurations. So the entry level, the 3 bedroom, the C1 type, 904 square feet, 84 square meter, right? And this is how it looks like. So it comes in, you have a proper kitchen, right? 3 bedrooms, usually family, so you definitely need a proper kitchen. So 2 bathroom and 3, pretty standard configuration, right? So 3 bedroom. This bedroom can put in a queen size, no problem. But the 3rd bedroom can only put in a single bed. So in some cases, people either hack it through, combine, or it just becomes a study, right? Yeah. Okay, and it's on block 4 and 16 for the 3 bedroom. There's another type, C1B, same size, 904. Okay, pretty much mirror image. So it's on the other side, Okay, how about the 3-bedroom deluxe? Larger, 1012 square feet. Okay, let me see. Let us just compare where's the difference here. So coming in, you do get this extra storage. You get a larger kitchen from what I can see. So according to their plan, they're saying that the hall does give you space for a 6-seater versus a 4-seater. Right? If not, then you won't have space. So generally, a wider and larger kitchen and dining area. Mm, and the third bedroom, instead of just a single size bed, you can now fit in a queen size bed. Right. So the difference in that about close to 100-ish square feet, difference in the larger kitchen, and you have a larger third bedroom, a proper third bedroom. Yeah, so that's the premium and the other one. And I think in terms of the unit allocation, they are pretty equal, right? So in this case, the units are all at the side here, right? With the north and the east facing. Okay, so that was deluxe. Yeah. How about premium? Okay, so we have another one, premium, even a larger size, 1152. So now you have even a larger kitchen that have a slight extension. You have a yard, you have a laundry area and extra WC. Right? Most people would probably convert this into the helper's room if you have a helper, right? Because like for example, if you look at this deluxe, even you get a deluxe, you would have to think about where you need to uh, put your helper. Alright, so if you put her in the storage, then um, yeah, she can probably sleep here lah, but then there won't be an extra WC, right? So in this case, she can use this space here, and you still get an extra yard for you to dry your laundry or something, right? So yep, so you have choices. So 3-bedroom premium, different various configuration. Let's talk about the 4 bedrooms. Um, 4 bedroom starts from 1256 square feet. The kitchen layout is somewhat similar to the 3-bedroom premium, and the 4th bedroom can probably only put a single or super size single. Yeah. How about the deluxe? Deluxe difference almost 200 square feet difference, about 180 to 200 square feet difference. Coming in, first look, pretty much the same everywhere. Perhaps slightly elongated kitchen, like slightly larger kitchen. And the master bedroom comes with a walk-in closet additional. And the 4th bedroom can now put in a double bed, right? So slightly larger. That you get a larger 4th bedroom, you get a slightly larger kitchen, you get a master bedroom that gives you more closet space, right? The ladies will love it, and you also get a um, balcony that is different. You can see here, so you have a split balcony. So this is a master, and this the living each have their own balcony. But in this case, one single balcony that's accessible from the 2nd bedroom in the living hall. Right? Which do you prefer as a personal preference? Personally, I prefer the balcony to be here, big enough, so that it's easier for me to plan my outdoor furniture. Right? Yeah, but I guess personal preference. I guess the difference is whether you want the 4th bedroom to be able to fit a double bed, right? Then that would probably be a difference. Okay. Last but not least, okay. Oh yeah, and then you still have a 4-bedroom suite. So your 2, 3, and 4 bedroom each have 3 types of configuration. So this is the largest size, 1647. Another compared to the earlier, I think it's another 100, almost close to 100 square feet difference. Right. Let's look at this. This is the typical unit. So coming in, wow, you get a way larger kitchen. Alright, and then you get a utility space. This unit comes with a private lift lobby. Alright, do note that this private lift lobby does count as part of your total area that you purchase. Right, really a proper living and dining area, really a huge one. Okay, so you can actually, according to here, you can put up to 8 people sitting. Wet and dry kitchen. So this is the first type that comes with that, a wet and dry kitchen. Right. Even the master bedroom has a larger walk-in closet compared to the previous model. You have an additional powder room. Yeah. So main difference, private lift lobby, right? And then you have a way larger kitchen. You have a way larger walk-in closet, and then you also get this additional powder room. And I believe you can put your dining and living together because you get a wider living area, right? So that's the 4-bedroom suite, 1647 square feet. Okay, and you can actually have a few choices. As I mentioned, the big units are all at the premium block, which is 10 and 12. So 10 and 12 are the premium blocks to me, right? Okay, then for the really multi-gen, huge families, you need that space. Then 5-bedroom. We're talking about 2,099 square feet. You can look at here, right? So briefly run you through. Come in, kitchen, wet and dry kitchen. Uh, Such a huge living and dining area, right? Again, this and the 4-bedroom suite will have their own private lift lobby. Okay, this is the junior master. So you have a master bedroom and you have a junior master. And the rest, and then you will be all the rest of the 3-bedroom, right? But all can put in a double bed. And you have your storeroom as well. So the 5-bedroom suite, the additional 5th bedroom, comes in the form of a junior master. Right, so that's the main difference, right? 2099 square feet. And again, they are located at block 10 and 12. Okay, so coming back to the site map right now, let me just share a bit about how I would go about choosing the units. Right, I think first thing is it really depends on how the level of interest are in terms of check collection. Then usually the developer may not also release all the units at one time. So that's something that you have to be aware of, right? So in some cases, they like say for example the 1-bedrooms, you know that you have like 1-bedrooms over here and 1-bedrooms over here, right? They may decide that, oh, I only want to release like maybe stack 15 and 13. I'm keeping 14 and 38 till later. Either they gonna keep it to adjust price, or they just want to wait for the earlier release to finish the take up before they release, right? So that could be something that happens very often. That's something that we will not know also. So from first look, if you are looking at the 1-bedroom, okay, let me talk about direction. Personally, my preference for the view would definitely be units that can look out to the Thomson Garden Estate, right? Because these are the landed houses. You are away from the main road, so you are less likely to get noises from traffic and the dust coming through here. Even though there's already a setback, it's actually not that bad. But given a choice, definitely I would choose units that are further left in, facing the landed estate, as far I mean for me it's as high a floor as possible, because I need the wind. I love windy and bright unit, right? But that's the trade-off. That's something that you have to be aware of. Even though I said that this entire project, the units are north-south facing, all right. If you are taking the units that are on the left, all right, so that's where you also get the afternoon sun coming in right? So this is the north, south. So morning sun will come in from this direction, and this is where the afternoon sun is. So it for units over here, it's gonna hit this side of the wall. Like it or not, there will be some heat retention. Hopefully not very serious, right? uh yeah, but having said that, if you want quiet and then you want unblocked view, and then so you probably want to look at units that are around here facing this side, they can look up to here. These are houses at most, give it 3.5 stories. If not, usually they are 2 stories, right? Alternatively, if you want to play it safe, then how about units that are looking towards the pool? These are always pool facing, you can hardly go wrong. Although there will always be concern about some people who say, I want to avoid facing the children pool. We can get noisy during weekends, which is a genuine concern because judging from the location and then the kind of units that are available here, you get a lot of families staying in here. So perhaps you might want to be facing this pool, this lap pool. I think this is probably where the adults will hang out only, and the children will probably hang out over here. Right. So we talk about one bedroom first. So one bedrooms, you have units here, right? 3 units here, and then these 3, they're facing the HDB block and Shunfu Road. These 3 facing the tennis court and then beyond. And then you have these 2 rare stacks that are in this premium block. So, right, first choice for me, definitely the 1 bedroom on stack 38 or stack 44. Okay, if you don't like the double digit of 44, then stack 38. Right? If you follow my flow of thoughts, then I guess if the developer release either of these 2 stacks, it should come at a slight premium, or maybe a premium over the other 6 over here. But nevertheless, I feel the take up should be quite fast for these 2, especially this particular stack. Right, you have this stack in the premium block, access to the roof garden, low density, and you still get this clear water body view, and the nearest and the next block is actually a good 78 meters, actually very wide. So to me, 1 bedroom, my first choice. Thereafter, this will be my next choice. In fact, from here, you are pretty much unblocked all the way till down Shunfu to the next block buildings here, which is the HDB. Right, so that will likely be your view. So yep, first choice, second choice, and then for the next these 3 and 3 here, if you really ask me to choose, if I really have to choose, then personally my preference would be for here, block 4 first, and then here, block 16, right? Pros and cons, right? Here is a lot more nearer to the next building, and then it's at the edge. Over here, if you are low floor, then I don't know if this get used often, then you might have to get used of some of the sound, and then this nearer to the main road, but it's also near to the side gate. I mean, so it's hard for me to choose, but it's definitely a clear winner with these 2 versus the rest of the 6, right? So that's my 1 bedroom. Right now, so how about 2 bedrooms? We have to look at the B. You can see here, okay, the way they have done the 2 bedrooms is somehow it's always in the center, except for the premium. The 2 bedroom premium is actually only at these 2 stacks, which is at a corner. Right, so for 2 bedrooms, you realize that most of them are actually right in the center. Okay, so you just look out for the Bs, type B. These are the 2 bedroom. Right, straight off, if you are going for the premium block, the premium 2 bedroom that has the enclosed kitchen, the one that we talk about, there are 3 types. So the third one, the premium one that has an enclosed kitchen, you don't really have a lot of choice. It's either between 2 or 3, right? Okay, so it will either be or either of these two units. So it's either this unit that faces in this direction or this unit that faces in this direction. And obviously, if I have to choose, then I will take 2 because it has an inward facing view. So at least you still get, you see here and then you look towards here, you know. Yeah, but limited choices again, right? Then how about the rest of the 2 bedroom? So you have your 2 bed 1 bath, and then you have your 2 bed 2 bath. Okay, for the 2 bed 1 bath, the smallest 2 bedroom, the 646 square feet, there's only 4 stacks to choose from. So it's either the 26, 19, 34, and 27. So I'm sure if by now you are following my train of thoughts, my gut feel 26 and 19 will be the more sought after ones compared to 34 and 27, right? Because of the you still get at least get a pool view, whereas here you be looking almost at the perimeters, less stuff. I mean, it's still green, it's still nice, but personally I prefer waterway, so I'll probably take this direction. But the plus point is for 34 and 27 is there is no building across you. You know, you get a good distance before you get the next obstruction. Whereas over here, in 32 meters, you'll be looking into this block, which is block 8. So, well, if you do not like people to be looking into your unit, if you want privacy, then you should go for 34 and 27. Right. How about the larger one, the 764, which is the normal 2 bed 2 bath, right? So you get a lot more choices. So you can choose from here if you want the pool view. So say in general, if you want the waterway, water body view, so you can either look at 31, 30, 23, or 22. Um, 23 and 22 for me because of the longer distance from block 6 to block 4. Right, so out of these and this, I will probably either take either this or this, right? If you really want me to choose, I would prefer the south facing because I think there is a less likelihood of west sun affecting these two units compared to these two, right? So that's from a bit of my own experience, right? So out of these 4, I'll prefer these 2 stacks. So I think these 2 will be rather popular, right? Another one that's popular, I think 35 will be pretty popular if they open up, right? Premium block, unblock. You know, if you get like maybe 15th floor, you get like a clear view. There's like nobody looking into your unit. So this is probably one of the better stacks. 35 and 41. These are good stacks also, right? 35 and 41. So you can probably, depending on availability and price, so you can probably either look at these two, 23, 22, or if it's possible, yeah, seriously, I would consider either 35 or 41. I would prefer 35. Right, and then you still have this. 1 and 9 is really not bad too because of the long distance away. Right, so I think 1 and 9 is pretty nice, and then you have your 62. I think generally the 2 bed 2 bath are pretty well positioned. So least favorite, these 2 are my least favorite. Preferred, I would want, I think 35 is my top of the pick for myself if I have to get one. If not, then if I can't get either of these 2, then probably 1 and 9. I think they are good, right? Because of the distance, I prefer it to be a bit away from my neighbors, right? Okay, so next up, 3 bedrooms. 3 bedrooms are the C, so you look out for the C, right? Here, corners, um, and then you have these 2 also. All right, so you have your the normal 3 bedroom, which is the 904 square feet. All right, let me try to find where it is. C1. All right. Yeah. Sorry. So it's here, okay, and here 7 and 16. Oh, and then you also have area 56 and 60. Right. So you have just to double confirm. Yep. You have 4 stacks of 3 bedrooms for the smaller size 904. So 16, 7, 56, and 60. Right. This one will face the These two will face the HDB, and then this will be pretty near to the entrance drop-off area. Same for 7. Mm, well, my choice would be 16 first. Or choose 16. And then the rest of the tree doesn't really make any difference to me, right? So it's pretty much the same facing. I guess if you get a higher floor, then you won't be affected by all these things that I'm talking about. Yeah, I'll probably choose 16. 16 is my first choice for the basic 3 bedroom. Then the rest of the tree, either or, depending on which is available on the higher floor and the price also. I suppose the price should be about the same because of the same facing as well. Okay, so that's the entry level 3 bedroom, and then we talk about the slightly larger one. The next up, the 3 bedroom that has the third bedroom they can put a double bed, at least a proper third bedroom. Okay, so that's the 3 bedroom deluxe C2. So you look at here, here, here. So you got 6 stacks to choose from. Unfortunately, right, all of it are facing the towards the Marymount Road. So this is all equal. So it's just a matter of whether you prefer it to be north or south, and price, right? So not much. I rather like 11, right? 11 facing this direction. Still a bit of distance from this block. All right, 11 is good. Um, 21 is nice too. 21, I think 11 is good. 21 is good, right? And realize that 21 doesn't look directly to any of the unit, right? So as in the units don't look directly to you. Versus like for example 20, you actually have these 2 units here that comes in here. So I would probably go with either 21 or 29 if I can. South facing. I think 28 is decent too. 28 and 11 are decent too, but personally I would choose the south facing unit first. So 29 or 21, and if it's not available, then 28 or 11. Right, that's how I would choose my 3 bedroom premium. And you still have your third configuration, which is the C3. That's the 3 bedroom deluxe, right? Which is only available here, so you don't have much of a choice, right? So here or here, 61, right? I think the reason is obvious. 61, you get a clear view right here, whereas for 55, you kind of look into the corner of this 45 unit here. For feng shui reasons, some people might not like it. So 61 is, yeah, my preference. Right. So how about 4 bedrooms, right? So let's talk about 4 bedroom. 4 bedroom is okay now. And 4 is the D. All right. So they go by A is a 1 bedroom, B 2, C is a 3 bedroom, and D is a 4 bedroom. So you have your 4 bedroom here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And then you have your uh 1, 4, 2, 1. All right, that's the D2 over here, D1. All right, so the default 1 bedroom, the smaller size, the 1, 2, 5, 6. The smallest one, you look at this light gray kind of area. So you have a unit here on the 33, 36, 24, and 42 and 08. Quite a number of 4 bedrooms, right? Yeah. So right, so if you have to choose, if you have to make me choose one, I think I quite like 42 and 36 because of the the unblocked view, I think the view will be awesome. 33 is not too bad either. All right, you actually don't get anything over here, right? So these three for me, the least would be 24. That would be my last choice, right? If I can avoid looking to someone's house, that would be my ideal preference. Alright, so that's the 4 bedroom. Alright, the slightly larger one, if you still remember, one of the main difference is the fact that it has a larger kitchen and walk-in closet. So you have this dark gray here, 32, 25, and 17. So which one will you choose? I would prefer 25, right? Between all of these three, if I have to get one, 25, right? Here is unblocked. 32, you're looking in towards this direction, and 17, 17 will be my preference over 32, right? At least you still get a bit of distance over here, but still you don't get that, that view way out into the horizon. So 25, if I can get a super high floor unit for type D2 on stack 25, I would go for it. Right, and there you have your the last one, the 4 bedroom premium. Remember, you have your the wet and dry kitchen type as the largest, and it's only available on of course the premium block, which is 10 and 12. So you either have a choice of 39, 37, 45, and 43. So well, personally, I would go for 39, 37, right? Still looking into the landscaping within the development. Still get some water view, right? Here is also okay. Actually, you kind of like get unblocked, but you'll be looking straight into the next high rise here, which is like the HDB block. So, personally, I would prefer something that look inwards, right? In this case, so 39 and 37 for me, right? Last but not least, you have your 5 bedroom. Obviously, the 5 bedroom will be the most expensive. So actually, you can't go wrong if you follow where the largest units and how they place their premium blocks, right? If notice how they place their premium block on the left of the development instead of rather on the right hand side, and then they give the leftmost corner to the 5 bedroom. Why? Because the 5 bedrooms being here will get the best view, right? And so I mean it's a given lah. If you're going to be paying such a premium, then I have to give you the best. The developer has to give you the best. So that is why, I keep saying a few times, if I can, my first choice, I will be looking for units that faces here. Then if not, then maybe towards the inside, the waterway, as much as possible, least blockage possible. Yeah. Yeah, 5 bedroom, yeah, we don't have to choose here. It's either 40 or 46. So it really depends on what's available. We'll just go for the highest possible floor if you ask me. Right, and then something that fits your budget as well. Right, okay, I'm pretty done for this video. Yeah, this is my first time doing this. Actually, on a personal basis, we often talk our clients through this exact same process when choosing a unit. That's what we do. We would always have to help them, run them through. Balloting can be a very stressful event, especially when once it's your turn, you're always afraid that, hey, look, what if I choose the wrong unit and I change? Then after I regret. So we've been doing this for the longest time. We help clients analyze the floor plan. Depending on the unit type they are looking for, then we just help you run you through what are the pros and cons. There will never be a perfect stack. There will never be a perfect unit. There are always trade-off, right? If you want view, sometimes you get afternoon sun. Or if you want a better layout, in some cases, sometimes you may get blocked in some corners or something. So it's all about getting the best possible outcome for the price that you're willing to pay, right? So yep. So I hope this video has helped you. If you find it useful, right, smash the like button. Do subscribe to our channel. I'll be doing a lot more of this video going forward. And I also input the URL for this JadeScape right in this description. So if you miss the first wave, that's fine. I think there's 1,000 over unit, right? So you might still be able to get something that you like after the official ballot, first ballot day. If you want the brochure, you want the floor plan, or you want the latest availability or price list, please feel free to contact me directly or drop us a sign up at the website that I listed below for the project, and we get in touch with you as soon as possible. Right, so I'll check out here. I'll see you at the next video. Thank you.